Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to all of you, and we warmly welcome you to the grand convocation of the Action Valley Campus 2023. It is the arrival of the chief guest, Senior Professor Udit K. Jayasinghe Mudalige, Vice Chancellor, Wimber University of Sri Lanka, the guest of honor, Dr. Jacob George, Director, Legal Affairs, Casey International University, USA, the Vice President of the Action Valley Campus, Dr. Pushpananda Sirisena, the Academic Director of the Action Valley Campus, Professor Aminda Pereira, eminent faculty panelists, Senior Professor Sunanda Degambada, Senior Professor Jagat Edirisinha, Professor Keminda Hera, Dr. Ruan Suravira, and Dr. Taranga Ratnayaka, and the Managing Director of the Action Valley Campus, Dr. Rajita Medonkota. And also, we respectfully welcome our special invitees, Mr. Nuan Vadimuni, Mrs. Dilmini Udugampola, and Mr. Jude Fernando, as well as our sponsors from Kandana Food and Drug Private Limited, Action Valley alumni, and the students who will graduate on today, Action Valley Grand Convocation 2023.
Please stand for the traditional lighting of the oil lamp by the chief guest, Senior Professor Udit K. Jayasinghe Mudalige, the guest of honor, Dr. Jacob George, the Vice President of the Action Valley Campus, Dr. Pushpananda Sirisena, the Academic Director of the Action Valley Campus, Professor Aminda Pereira, eminent faculty panelists, Senior Professor Sunanda Degambada, Senior Professor Jagat Edirisinha, Professor Keminda Herath, Dr. Ruan Suravira, and Dr. Taranga Ratnayaka, the Managing Director of the Action Valley Campus, Dr. Rajita Medungoda, and our special invitees, Mr. Nuan Vadimuni, Mrs. Dilmini Udugampola, and Mr. Jude Fernando. Our sponsors, Kandana Food and Drugs Private Limited, Mr. Saman Rodrigo and Mr. Sanath Rodrigo, Action Valley alumni, and students from each intake.
Sri Lanka, Namo 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 Mata. Sundara Siri Barini, Surani Ati Sogamana Lanka. Ranya Dhanaya Nekamal Palaturu Piri Jaya Bhumiya Ranya. Apahata Sapa Siri Sata Sadhana, Jeevanaye Mata. Pilidanu Mena Apabhakti Puja, Namo Namo Mata. Apa Sri Lanka, Namo 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 Mata. Obawe apa vidya, Obamaya apa satya, Obawe apa shanti, apa harga tula bhanti, Oba apa aloke, apa di anuprani, Oba apa jeevanage, apa muktiya Obawe. Nava jeevana demini, nitina apa kubudu karan mata. ඥාන වීර්ය වඩවමින් රැගෙන යනු මෙල ජය භූමි කරා. එක මවකගේ දරු කැළඹෙවිනා, යමු යමු වී නොපමා. ප්‍රේම වඩා සැනදේත දුරලා, නමෝ නමෝ මාතා. Apa Sri Lanka, Namo 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 Mata.
I respectfully invite the President Representative, Director Legal Affairs, KC International University, USA, Dr. Jacob George, to declare the opening of the convocation.
I declare this convocation open for the conferment of degrees.
Next, we move into the keynote address of Action Valley Convocation 2023, and we are privileged to be accompanied by Senior Professor Udit K. Jayasinghe Mudalige, Vice Chancellor, Wimber University, Sri Lanka. He serves as a Senior Professor and the Chair of Department of Agribusiness Management, Faculty of Agriculture and Plantation Management of Wimber University of Sri Lanka. And also, he is the former Secretary to the Ministry of Agriculture. It is a definite honor to have your presence as the chief guest at Action Valley Grand Convocation 2023. We respectfully invite Senior Professor Udit K. Jayasinghe Mudalige to commence the keynote address of today's convocation.
Distinguished guests to the convocation in the head table and from the other side, those who attend here to get your degree, and well-wishers to them, maybe including their parents, your husband or wife or son, daughter, friends, right? And all others who organize this event. In an event like this, I think moving from a traditional speech, I wish to elaborate why education is needed, why it is hard to earn, why we should earn it. These three questions, with my knowledge, to the extent of my knowledge and given all this time scope limitations, we'll try to understand. If we go into your past, you can remember all the things that you come across with your eyes, nose, tongue, your all sort of skin, and your head. Think about anything to any level from the day of born up to just 1 minute ago, you can remember. If I say an apple, you might remember 3 apples. Apple you eat, apple iPad, and apple Adam and Eva ate. Right? Whatever you are going to remember, these 3, how it is going to be depend. If you have eaten an apple from the market, you will remember that. If otherwise, you will be struggling to find out what is an apple. If you have an Apple logo or iPad, if you are aware of it, you will remember it. If otherwise, you will be struggling in your mind. What is that apple? Adam or Eva, we have never met, but we believe they ate that apple, and unfortunately because of that we were born. Right? If that was not happened, according to that story, we might not have been here. But we don't believe those, because we are going by what is called Prajna Udapadi. I myself, as a Buddhist, and others maybe from various religions, all religions are better than science, and science is better than what is called mithya or pseudo theories, right? So as a scientist, beyond that, we do not believe that way, just because somebody told this is that, this is that, this is that. That's why you have come across various ways and means to gather knowledge, right? We believe to get the knowledge, you should go to a class, teacher should be there, he should have a stick, not a carrot, and attend to lectures. It will be, attendance will be getting and so on. But that is learning from a lecture. That is not getting knowledge. But we need to have the knowledge to deal with something. That is the most important thing. That is your, what is called jnanaya in Sinhala. Jnanaya means danuma. How much of knowledge you have on a certain thing. With that, you are going to have skills. When you come up with these 2, you must come up with another 2. That is attitudes, good attitudes. With that, you should have a right mindset. These are the 4 things. KSAM I am using that case knowledge, skills, attitudes and mindset. But these are not enough. That's why we cannot get into a flight and take it off or landed in. Why? We have knowledge. You might have an engineer or maybe somebody who can drive any car. But they are called pilots. Why? They have two other qualifications. In addition to knowledge on the subject, skills, good attitudes. I am taking it off. If there is something, I will jump. Others will go into the place they want. No, they are not thinking in that way. The sailor is thinking, you have seen the Titanic, he will be leaving the flight or the ship last. That's his attitude and the mindset. What are these two that you need? Your exposure. Right? It is not going to be depend on how many years you are old. It is depend on how many things you have been exposed in your life, day and night, yesterday to years of your life and in the coming years. That exposure is needed. You can have it. Even in the sleep, you will be exposed into good dreams. Second thing, what? You experience. Experience and exposure make you a pilot. That's why we have pilots of 25,000 hours of flying experience. Somebody within a probationary period with 2 hours. They are engineers, they are MBA holders, they are PhD holders or whatsoever, but you have that experience. With that, you will be going up in the ladder. There is no time to go like that. But when it's come to the scope and time management and everything, it has been determined by Western scientists. A PhD should be 3 years, MBA should be 2 years, that one should be that much, this much. Why? To save the field from others. That's why. That's why car has a specification. Flight has a specification given. If otherwise, you cannot differentiate or distinguish one from another. That's why you are wearing a black coat with 2 strips of red. Right? Why? To show it. To show it. I am achieved those things at least better than others. If not, nobody knows. You cannot have something here, BSc, PhD, MSc, something like you don't like to have. Ladang gahanda. But this is the case. The convocation is the place you are getting and showing something that you have, but you can't show it to others because you didn't steal it. You didn't buy it. You didn't share it from anybody. I cannot share my degrees with my wife. If otherwise, she might have almost all except one for me, for sure. And she will be given except one, all others to our son, because we can share. Then all the university academics' son might be already a PhD holder by now, because we cannot even keep our ones. That may be still. Right? So that means nobody can share. Nobody can steal. One can steal your cloak, your degree certificate, but not the degree you earned. Please understand that. That's why knowledge and all these things should be earned. There is no rule or other sort of regulations to tell that you should learn in this way or that way or this way. That's why the Lord Buddha had to go behind all these people even after what is called Sara Sankalpa Lakshayak Perum Piruvata Passe. I don't know how to tell it in English. That much of big number. Right? How many bindus there, I don't know. And even after that, in the last bhava, he has to go behind all people to find out what is the truth. And finally he found it himself after long effort. So you also had to do so. We are here, all these PhD holders and panel of other people, books, libraries, all are here. But it is you achieved. We cannot send it through a sort of injection or syringe or as a tablet. If otherwise, that may be the tablet most worth in the world. Tablets, PhD tablets, 2 a day. Right? You can't. That means knowledge is something, it is not visible to others. That's why in many sutras, the Lord Buddha has very clearly told, there is nothing called past. It is your knowledge and how much you have the prajna, wisdom. There is nothing called future, because it is your prajna. Think about anything what you are going to do future. You cannot guess. You can think only. Or guess. Why? That should go through 3 processes. What is first one? You will have to get learning. Thinking about future, you are learning. Getting things from the past by your experience, but you have to apply it at present only. Immediately it goes to the past, something coming. So it is passing very fast. So every day morning you will have to think, I will have to learn it. I will have to add it. See, education is the only thing like that in the world. Every moment you will have to add it. If not, it goes to pass. Things are coming up. You are going. Your all other qualities, and he has very clearly said, our vinyana, everything, retain and go to another person. That person may be a kumbiya, preteya, deviya, own ekek, habai, minihek, penik, ekek, na. I am using such good words because we don't know with this degree, we may be a kumbiya next baba. There is no guarantee. Just because I have 5 PhDs and this kind of nice clock, I may not be a lion. Even if I will be a lion, who knows? That's why it was very clearly told, you'll have to, from the knowledge, you'll have to go to wisdom, and this learning is important. That is called aptopadesha. Learning. Everything you'll have to learn. A to Z, we are telling with our language and alphabet. But you'll have to expose and get learning. Aptopadesha, learn. Why we have to learn? There are only 2 things sure in the world, in our belief. In other religions also it is the same. Only 2 paths are very clear. What is that? First, what? What do you think? It is very clear thing that you are going to die. Nobody can avoid it. After finding any medicine ever, even if after another Sara Sankalpalakshayak, even at the Maitri Buddha level, he will be teaching the same thing what our Lord Buddha Gautama told. Same thing. All 28 Lord Buddhas told the same thing. If otherwise, there cannot be 28 truths. All told, everybody is going to die. So we should stop that. We don't want to die. Second thing, 100% sure is the pathway that you are going to nirvana. It is 100% perfectly told. If anybody wants to go, you can go. It may be difficult. It may be a lot of things, but the pathway is 100% clear. No tarka, no vitarka. එකයි අපි අර කියන්නේ තර්ක කරන්න බෑ. තර්ක කරන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්නේ දෙපැත්තක් තියෙනකොට දෙපැත්තක් නැහැ. තර්ක කරන්න හදනවා නම් අඥානයක්. එතකොට හිතන්න පුළුවන් එහෙම කොහොමද කියලා. එහෙම කොහොමද කියලා පටන් ගන්න අවුරුදු ලක්ෂයක් දෙකක් තර්ක කළත් ආයෙ ඇවිල්ලා කියන්නේ අරකමයි. The only 2 things are perfect. What happened? Others are uncertain. So we'll have to learn. In a world, only 2 paths are perfect. For all others, you will have to learn and practice. Because they are, you will have to guess. When there is no truth to be revealed, everything you will have to guess. So, from morning to evening, from the day one of your life to the day you are going to die, all across your all powers, you have guessed. Because if any other thing other than you are moving into that pathway, everything will have to do by guessing. So learning is for guessing. But we don't like to guess. Right? What we have to do? Removing that from our life, we'll have to do what? What we have to do? We'll have to be perfect then. You can't be perfect if you do not follow that pathway. What is learning? I don't want to tell more than that given time, but we can talk hours on that, why your degree that you are going to have soon is important. This is a symbol showing others that you have got something, because we are all පෘථග්ජන, we like to show it. නැත්තම් කොහොමද මේක විශ්වාස කරන්නේ? බුදුහාමුදුරුවෝ බුදු වෙලා එනකොට අඤ්ඤා කොණ්ණඤ්ඤ හාමුදුරුවෝ කිව්වේ මොකද්ද? උන්න එනවා කියලා රවුම් ගහලා බලපල්ලකෝ ඇගේ ලස්සන ගිය පොර දෙන්නේ එන විදිය බලපල්ලකෝ නැගිටින්න එපා. එහෙමනේ කිව්වේ. අඤ්ඤා කොණ්ණඤ්ඤ හාමුදුරුවෝ තමයි ඉස්සල්ලාම මේ වුණාට එතනින් ගිහිල්ලා රහත් උනේ. මොකද අපි ගෙස්නේ කරගෙන ඉන්නේ. ලස්සනට ඉන්න ඕන, ක්ලොක් එකක් දාන්න ඕන, මෙහෙම අදින්න ඕන. That's a life we cannot avoid. Because things cannot be revealed. There is no other way to show, I got a PhD, I got a master's, I am educated. How to show? බොඩ්ඩයක් ගහගෙන ඉන්නේ පිටේ. මේක ඇඳගෙන දැන් යන්න පුළුවන්ද? මගුල් ගෙදරක, මල ගෙදරක, පාරේ පීස කන්න? නෑ. That's why convocation open. During that time we will be with the clock and it will be closed. Immediately we remove them. Because we are showing, we are qualified enough to give you it to you. You should know that you are qualified enough to retain it with you. If you are not going to retain it, it is don't blame to us. Because we have given you the right thing in a good mindset, in a good attitude. If you destroy it, it is up to you to destroy. If I take another 3 minutes, the Lord Buddha has told 3 things that you must expose to the 100% if possible. What? You should expose your knowledge, the wisdom, everything as a sort of light, aloka, like Sanda Madalak say, because we like to see Sanda, right? We like to see Handa, moon. We don't want to cover it by any clouds. We don't like Amavakas. We like Pasolosakas with the full moon. Right? That's why Lord Buddha selected Vesak full moon, the best day to become a Lord Buddha. Out of 12 full moons in a year, in a cycle, the best is the Vesak one, because country is in a good situation. That's the first one. So you should behave like from tomorrow, Sanda Mandalak say, sit in there. Don't let others to cover you. They will cover you. Have a cloud in front of you. Don't care. It will go, you will retain. Second thing is what? Hiru Madala. The sun. The sun. We don't want sun to be covered. That's why we don't like nights. And that's why we put light. If otherwise, this government will be the best government. Cut the light, we put in a dark situation. We should be happy? No, we are not happy. So that means Sanda Madala same, Hiru Madalak Penda. Davaltai Ratai Killa Apilia Gateo Tini. Loki Karakan Hinda. O the government theorem. Puduhamdru Hemai. Be a Sanda Madala, then Hiru Madala. Give light to others. Save your beauty and give your light to others. So from tomorrow, you should give it to us, few other people at least. හැබැයි වෙන්නේ මොකද්ද? බොහෝ විට මිනිස්සු හඳෙන් එළිය ගත්තා ඉරෙන් එළිය ගත්තට කවි ලියන්නේ රැට ගිහිල්ලා හඳ ගැන. අපිටත් ඉන්න ඕක තමයි මල්ලා. එළිය ගන්න ඉරෙන් එකෙක්වත් ලියලා තියනවද ඉර වරෙන් මාගාවට එහෙම ලියන්න බයයි. අයි පිච්චුණු හඳ ගැන කවි සින්දු 100ක්. හැබැයි හඳ එළිය ගන්න ඉරෙන්. ඒකයි බුදුහාමුදුරුවෝ මේ දෙක කිව්වේ. එළිය අරගෙන ලස්සන වියන් එළියක් දීපන්. See, third one. Follow a dharmata. Not always the Buddhism, the good dharmata, ethics. And your knowledge, exposure. Follow them. In the best way you can. Because nobody can be perfect. Select the second best. That's why the theory of second best has won the Nobel Prize by showing Buddhism in English language. It was written in Pali 2,500 years ago, was told. These are the three things, therefore, you'll have to do. ඒවා පුළුවන් තරම් විවෘතව තියාගන්න. තව තුනක් තියෙනවා. වහලා තියාගන්න ඕනේ. පුළුවන් තරම්. Closed. There are another three. What are they? What do you think? What are the things to be closed? What are the things to be closed? Can you tell me? Suggestions. Now I am handling the class. Three things to be closed. First one, Bamunange mantra. Why? They are wrong. That's why we need to have religious leaders with the faith. බමුණෝ එක එක විහිළු සපයනවා හයියෙන් පෙර ගානවා මේවා නටනවා බින්දු නටනවා සද්දෙන් තමයි වැඩ. හැබැයි හොර වැඩ කරන බමුණා තිරයක් ඇතුළේ ඉඳන් ඒක කරන්නේ. ඇහෙන්නේ මන්ත්‍රය කියන මොකට කියනවද දන්නේ නැහැ බය හිතෙනවා. එහෙනම් බමුණන්ගේ මන්ත්‍ර පුළුවන් තරම් එළියට දාන්න නැහැ. ඒ නිසා ඔයගොල්ලෝ ගාව එළියට දාන්න නැතිව තියෙනවා නම් බමුණන්ගේ මන්ත්‍රසේ තියාගන්න. කියන්න ගිහිල්ලා එන ගන්න එපා. බමුණන්ගේ මන්ත්‍රසේ රැක ගන්න කියලා බුදුහාමුදුරුවෝ the Lord Buddha has told in Sangyutta Nikaya, Patichanna Sutra, don't reveal things like the Bamunu are showing their strotra. Second thing, what? Mithya Dushti. All the faiths that you have, you develop your Taraka, Vitaraka, keep it with them. Don't try to argue with something wrong and try to pretend it. You will be exposed. Right? So the second thing is mithya dushti. Rather go to the samya dushti. That's why you learn. That's why you are going to show it. I have been developed myself from some level to another level, another level. Third thing I will tell finally, before that I will tell that when you go up in the ladder, therefore, please be careful. Try to secure your all qualities. You have not bought this one, you have earned that one, we have not sold that one, we have given you those aptopadesh only. You can have it from yourself or anybody from tomorrow. And we are not going to steal it from you, cancel it from you, or ask more for it, more money or something. Finally, after doing all, in that sutra, the Lord Buddha told, sixth thing, right? What? You may not believe in the way it was told. Don't expose what? ස්ත්‍රීන්ගේ අසංවර භාවයසේ වැඩ කරන්න එපා. ඒකෙන් කිව්වහම හිතනවා යකෝ අපිට නේද එහෙම බුදුහාමුදුරුවෝ කිව්වේ. එයා කොහොමද එහෙම කියන්නේ? ඒ කිව්වේ මොකද? Because ladies are the most recognized and respected people in the world. Amma, Bharyawa, Duwa, and everybody has that. So don't break that quality by your action. එනිසා ස්ත්‍රීන්ගේ අසංවර භාවයසේ වෙන්න එපා කියලා කිව්වේ don't break. Even you are a man or a woman, ස්ත්‍රීන්සේ සමහර ස්ත්‍රීන්සේ අසංවර වෙන්න එපා කියලා කිව්වා. ඒක හැබැයි ඒක වැරදියට තේරුම් ගන්න එපා. From tomorrow, that's why I am going to ask, be disciplined. protect your qualities like a tree, like Amma, or like any other history that she has to follow. That's why Lord Buddha has gone only behind one lady. Who? Prajapati Gautami, when she is going for the nirvana on the last journey, he has gone behind. For any other person, any history or person, he has never go behind, because always all people come behind him. So people will be coming behind you from tomorrow. See who is behind you. Some people will be in front of you. Think, who is that? Tell the truth. It may be a cost to you. Don't worry. If you cannot tell the truth, be silent. It will not cost to you. At least retain with your qualities. That's what I want to tell, given this time. I'm really happy that I could contribute to your learning process together with my very good friends here. We learned together, we were together. This is my first PhD, Wyoming University's first PhD. Jagat, my good friend, in the 2 batches later, and Kevind and all others. So we are in the same plane. There is no difference. I learned many things from Jagat. He is more qualified than me in many subjects. And Kevind also like that. Amind also like that. We learned from him. So don't think you are just old or with some position. You are tall or white or whatever. You are the best. Right? From tomorrow, serve to the nation, serve to you, serve to all your colleagues, and don't just get it, frame it, and keep it in your room. Right? I personally, I am still not worried. I think Jagat and everybody knows. In my BSc, I don't have a degree photo. In the period, why? No convocation for us. Our convocation was cancelled. In my MSc, I don't have a photo. I have to leave for my MSc. In my PhD, I don't have a photo of PhD. Why? I have to come to Sri Lanka on the tsunami day. But I am very happy that I have thousands of photos that I give degrees. That's enough. You are another crowd like that. I wish you well in your life.
Thank you very much, sir. I respectfully invite the Academic Director of the Action Valley Campus, Professor Aminda Pereira, to offer the token of appreciation to the Chief Guest, Senior Professor Udit K. Jayasinghe Mudalige.
Thank you, sir. Now, we move to the speech of Guest of Honor of the Action Valley Convocation 2023. Dr. Jacob George is someone who is widely recognized as a consumer advocate and works hard to ensure the safety and the well-being of consumers in Malaysia and around the globe, and a popular speaker in local and international arena on many topics and issues. He took efforts to ensure the sustainability of Casey International University, USA. His time with the university has been tremendous aid and assistance in development of administration and organization as a whole. It is a definite honor to have your presence as the guest of honor at the Action Valley Grand Convocation 2023. We respectfully invite President Representative, Director Legal Affairs, Casey International University, USA, Dr. Jacob George, to commence the convocation speech.
Thank you very much, Speaker. My learned friend, Professor, has already said many things earlier, so I'm not going to rehatch what I want to say, except I've just got a very short advisory to my 30-year-old friends, I think, here, who today will be taking a new position, your new image. And before I start, I just want to, on behalf of the President, Dr. Wayne Bottiger, send his congratulatory message to all of you. He's unable to come because of ill health. And like all other godfathers, they'll immediately ask another hitman to go down and, carry out the responsibility. So I'm here on his behalf. But his heart, mind, emotions, feelings are here in Sri Lanka. And he wishes all of you, especially the graduates, all the very best. Now, having said that, let me just go through two things, and I will not say anything more than that, because I think yesterday at the hotel where I live, this hotel, we had a situation where I had the privilege of talking to three very young women, all three graduates, all going into fields, and we are seeing each other after several years because they were in Malaysia for a convocation like this. The first one has gone into law and now doing postgraduate. The second one is reading law, and one of her ambitions is to be one of the female top judges on the bench. And the third one is going into, I think, financial engineering, if I'm not mistaken, which again is a very revolutionary academic brilliance and position. Now, to all of you who are going to attain your PhDs or your masters, I'm just going to ask you one particular question. Where do you see yourself 5 years from today? The same question that many CEOs will be asking you if you're going for interviews, and especially multinational corporations, especially the Americans, they love this. Where do you see yourself in 5 years from now? But I ask you that very seriously, because I asked myself that particular question, and I did not have the privilege of many of you have had in academic circles and pursuits. I come from a very humble beginning, worked, studied, won a World Council of Churches degree, went to read divinity, PhD in law, and so forth. And after finishing my first question when I met my priest he asked me that, where do you see yourself 5 years from today? Is this degree that you got today or getting today for you to put up on a wall? But is that going to be a catalyst for change? When I talk about change, I talk about holistic change. And when I'm talking about holistic change, there are three things I speak about. The change that starts with the head, that you have done. You have studied many hours under many lecturers and professors, and you have attained that, and today you will be given that. Second, when it's handed over to you, the hand, what do you do with it? And finally, when you do all this, is it head knowledge, or do you feel it here? How would you serve your community? When I asked one of the candidates earlier, one candidate told me he needs that because he wants to migrate to Australia. Another one said New Zealand. And when he said that to me, I was quite saddened, because when I was given the same opportunity in the late 70s when I was in Australia, I told then the Chancellor, I want to go back because I still play hockey for the country. I still love the country, and the country is just coming up. We need to do something for the country. So to the graduates who are getting your PhDs or your masters, ask yourself whether for the next 5 years or even less, you can reinvest in your own country, in your own community, in your own academic circle, in the places you live and have your being. Today, we can pick people very clearly in the marketplace. And I always say, the loudest people in the world who you can always spot is one, the Americans. then the Singaporeans, then the Chinese from mainland China, and finally, these days, the Australians. Why? They are very loud. But there's a silent population of Asians, including Malaysians, Sri Lankans, Indians, who are shaking up the world. And vocations and industry, and you're seeing them as top CEOs, but contributing in a sea of change. And today I want to ask these 30 over candidates, will you be part of that sea of change? Because I like to say this to you, Sri Lanka needs you. And will you be part and parcel of the holistic development of this beautiful, very beautiful country? May God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I respectfully invite the Vice President of Action Valley Campus, Dr. Pushpananda Sirisena, to offer the token of appreciation to the guest of honor, Dr. Jacob George.
Thank you very much. The graduates of the Master of Business Administration will now be presented by Professor Aminda Pereira, the Academic Director of Action Valley Campus. I respectfully invite the President Representative, Director Legal Affairs, KC International University, USA, Dr. Jacob George, to present the MBA awards, and he will be accompanied by the Managing Director of the Action Valley Campus, Dr. Rajatha Medungada.
I have the honor to report that the Masters of Business Administration be confirmed on the persons whose names will be read out by me. Bastian Corlage Anthony Saman Kitsiri Rodrigo. Bogomo Arachalage Dinesh Dhammika Basnayaka. Denagamu Munasingha Arachige Niranchi Mahesha Munasingha. Disanayaka Mudyanselage Amila Nuwan Dharmasena. Ekanayaka Vicharatna Bandara Vasala Mudalige Ralahamige Avanti Imalka Kumari Vicharatna. Elamullage Don Gihan Madhushanka Elamullage. Hettiarachge Achala Dushanti Hettiarachi. Kankani Gamage Dilshan Jayat Ratnasiri. Koggala Patabandige Buddhika Rangachivadi Silva. Vidushika Upamali Chaviram. Vastu Kankanamge Priyanka Ransirini Vimalaratna. Veerasingha Nishanka Arachake Don Tilini. වික්‍රමගේ දුමින්ද සුරවීර. අකිල මදුජිත් මුණසිංහ. ගමරල්ලාගේ නිලන්ත රත්නසිරි. ඉලංග මුදලිගේ ඉන්දුනිල් ප්‍රියංචන. මද්දුගොඩ ගයාලාල් සම්පත් ගමගේ. පනංවිල මුදියන්සේලාගේ ක්‍රිෂාන්ත රන්දුනු ජයන්ස්. පරාක්‍රම බණ්ඩාර ඇඹෝගම. රණවැල්ලේ පිළිතුවස්සම් ගාල්ගේ ධම්මික අතුල රණවැල්ල. රත්නායක මුදියන්සලාගේ චමින්ද නුවන් කුමාර රත්නායක. සෙනනායක හරිගල රාල්ලාගේ කුසල රංග සෙනනායක. සෙනනායක හරිගල රාල්ලාගේ ලසිත සෙනනායක. යශෝදරා දේවන්ති ඇඹෝගම. අගලකොටුවේ ගෙදර සමීර ප්‍රභාෂ් අගලකොටුව. බරන්දනිය අලුතගේ තිලෝක්ෂණ සංදීප අලුත්ගේ. සූර්ය ආරච්චිගේ දිනුෂී ශශිකලා විරසූරිය. වාලියද්දේ ගෙදර ජයසිංහ ආරච්චිලාගේ රශ්මි කුමාර ජයසිංහ.
The gold medal winners of the Masters of Business Administration will now be presented by Professor Aminda Pereira, the Academic Director of Action Valley Campus. I respectfully invite the Chief Guest of Senior Professor Udit K. Jayasinghe Mudalige, together with President Representative, Director Legal Affairs, KC International University USA, Dr. Jacob George, to present the gold medals, and they will be accompanied by the Managing Director of the Action Valley Campus, Dr. Rajitha Medungada.
I have the honor to report that gold medals be awarded to the following graduates who have achieved the best overall performance in the Masters of Business Administration. There are 3 intakes. The intake 1, Kankani Gamage Dilshan Jat Ratnasiri. Intake 4, Yasodhara Devanti Embogama. In take 5, Barandhani Aludge, Tilokshana Sandeepa Aludge.
The graduate of Doctor of Philosophy will now be presented by Dr. Rajitha Madungada, the Managing Director, Action Valley Campus. I respectfully invite the President Representative, KC International University, USA, Dr. Jacob George, to present the DBA awards.
I have the honor to report that the degree of philosophy in environmental health and safety be conferred on the person whose name will be read out by me. Ahmed Salim Fernando bin Abdullah.
By authority vested in me as the Director Legal Affairs, KC International University, USA, I confer the Master of Business Administration and the PhD on the persons whose name were read out to me.
Thank you very much, sir. And again, I respectfully invite the President Representative, Director Legal Affairs, KC International University, USA, Dr. Jacob George, to declare the closing of the Convocation 2023.
We are still around to meet for coffee, tea, and getting to know each other, so it's not the end of the ceremony. I declare the Convocation now closed.
Thank you very much, sir. And so, this marks the end of the Action Valley Campus Grand Convocation 2023. It was an honor, and we are grateful to all of you for being here today to witness this grand event. It is time to celebrate your victory now. So we are glad to welcome you to enjoy the cocktail dinner that we have arranged exclusively for you. And please rise and keep standing until the staff procession have left the convocation. And the staff processions and all graduates are cordially invited to be gathered around to take a group photo. Thank you very much. Good night.